It's good to have you. Mr. Mayor, I start with you. What do you make of today's decision?
Today's decision was the right decision, but it still leaves $1.6 trillion in borrowing from families. It leaves 62% of people with loans putting off saving for retirement, not getting married. It's a giant problem, and it needs to be solved by Congress, and they need to go back and examine these student loans. This Parent Plus loan, which is now a quarter of the new loans, Chris, which is unlimited. You've got people who thought they borrowed $200 grand for 2 kids at NYU. They now own $500,000. They can't pay it back. They're 70. They're 65. This needs to stop. The administrative costs are going up. We need to restructure it. My pet peeve, I have 6 children, and I've got 3 with 3 graduate degrees. So I know this. I got 3 in college that I personally homeschooled, and they're juniors. So we can do this. But, for example, I live near Colorado State University. We pay $11,000. My kids live at home. They don't go to Nebraska because they like the Cornhuskers for 55 grand out-of-state tuition. Those loans need to stop. There's a lot of things like that. We've got to put strings on it. And Congress, Democrats, Republicans, get together. So we do what? We help people who are disadvantaged make sure they get an education, enter the middle class. That's what we can do. Harvard's got $50 billion. They need none of our money.
Listen, you get no argument from me on that. Cenk, what's your side on this?
So first of all, free college education is absolutely essential. My dad was a poor farmer in southeastern Turkey, and if he had not gotten a free college education and become a mechanical engineer, right now I'd be a poor farmer in southeastern Turkey. And so why we did this with the GI Bill. We built the greatest middle class the world has ever seen. It's not just the morally right thing to do, it's the economically right thing to do. So, but I don't understand, sorry, your other guest's point. The Republican Party is the one blocking student debt relief. They hate the idea of student debt relief. They don't mind the idea of hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe trillions of dollars going to bail out banks and the top corporations in the world, et cetera. But Steve, are you breaking with your party, or are you agreeing that we shouldn't get any student debt relief?
No, we should not have student debt relief because it's not constitutional. We can't do it. You can't tell the people who went to college, we repay their loans and we make the plumber pay for it. Can't do it legally. It's not going to happen. I totally agree with you. I have broken with the Republican Party if it's about big banks need to be made a lot smaller. It needed to go broke in 2008. All the spending that was done under Donald Trump was a disaster. $8 trillion in 8 years, when we were all over Obama for $8 trillion in 4 years versus $8 trillion in 8 years. So I'm a different person. I'm a different candidate. We need to put constraints with Democrats, Republicans going together to make sure that you and me, my father was a toolmaker. He couldn't go to college. He didn't go to college. I'm the only Laffey to go. So I understand where you're coming from, and I commiserate with you and thank you for your father. But we need to put this together to put constraints on where people actually can go. We can't just have it be Parents Plus. My kid's going to Texas A&M. I live in Colorado. It's 55 grand. People don't know how to sign and not sign these loans. They wake up 8 years, 12 years later, then they can't retire. They're
you guys
65.
agree on the problem. It's just your solution is rein in the loans. Cenk says to make it all free. But, Cenk, either way, it's going to have to be a creature of legislation. That's all the Supreme Court said today.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court, I think, is wrong. So that's where I disagree with Steve. And I'm glad to see that we largely agree on policy. We're trying to get this. And Steve is definitely breaking from the Republican Party. The Republican Party does not want student debt relief. They do not want free college. To be fair to them, most of the Democratic Party doesn't want it either. A lot of them are pretending. In fact, the justices used a quote from Nancy Pelosi saying that it's not constitutional and they can't do it. She just threw that in there for no reason, when she's totally wrong. What the Supreme Court did about standing today is absurd. They said that Missouri, even though they're barely affected, has standing in this case. If that's true, then the blue states should sue the bejesus out of every conservative bill that has ever passed. Say, well, look, that's got a financial impact. If you're ever going to go to war, you know what? That's going to take people out of my state. That's going to cost me money. That's it. I'm suing you. Unconstitutional. You're not allowed to do it. Blue states, up and at them. Get an army of lawyers. Sue them on everything, because the Supreme Court today destroyed the idea of legal standing.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.